you must be knowing the features of ES6, isn't it?
Yes, right.
Yeah. So can you name what are the features in ES6 and which one you have used in your project?
Okay, so ES6 features now we have let and const, also array function, and template string we have rest operator, and spread operator also we have, and promise we have, and
Mm-hmm.
like this.
Okay. You mentioned about let and const. How it is different than where?
Okay, actually, where is functional? I mean, functional scope, and let and const is block scope.
Okay. Can you give me an example? Can you share your screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Open any JavaScript ID online.
Hmm. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible. So can you write some code and tell me the difference between where and let?
Okay. So let's suppose I have a variable name where ABC I will name it, and I have declared it here, and I am doing console log with ABC. So I will get the undefined because it has no value assigned here, and we are calling it before it. Here it is. But if we do the same thing with the late, so it will
Hmm.
there will be an error for it. With the const also there will be error for it. So that's the
Okay.
main difference.
Let's say stop. Const ABC equal to anything 1 2 3, any integer number, and then if you run the code, what will be the output?
It will be
Before don't
okay.
run it.
Mm-hmm. It will be
Oh,
also there will be also error, I guess.
okay, run it,
Yes.
and with where?
With where with where it will be undefined. Here it is.
Okay, and with let.
With let there will be error.
Okay. Do you know the concept of hoisting?
Yes, because of hosting it was working like that.
Sorry.
Because of the hosting it was working like that, when we declare a variable using where we declare any
Hmm.
regular function, so it automatically moves to the its top of its scope. That's why there was no error for the where, and it was giving undefined but not any error. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Roshan.
Actually it was disconnected because of the network issue. uh, Sorry for that. So
Ye-
actually I was explaining because of the hosting hosting works like that. So if we declare any variable using where, and if we declare any regular function, so it will be automatically moved
Mhm.
to the top of its scope.
Okay, so you mean to say whenever I am declaring that uh, any variable with var,
Hmm.
it will be hoisted
Hmm.
the declaration only, not the assignment. Is it is it what you are saying?
Yes, right.
Okay. And what is the purpose of const?
Const to define constant variable that cannot be changed. I mean that cannot be updated, and it is also a block scope.
Okay. So let's say you have declared in an array with the const. So can I add or remove elements from that array?
Yes, we can remove or add.
And what about object?
Sorry. Yes, with
What
object.
about object? Can we?
Right. We can also update it.
Okay.
Hello. Are you connected?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Let me check.
yeah. I can.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Actually, I'm checking the internet.
I just checked my net also.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next concept regarding rest and spread operator. So can you just show me an example for that?
Sure. So let's suppose I have a variable like a student, and I will write the object for it name. Let's suppose that name age or address. Okay. So if we do console log here, let's suppose I want to for the spread operator, let's suppose I will declare any one another object with name, let's suppose student one, sorry, not this one, student one. Okay. And it has the value like name, and its name is with Aditya. So like here, if we want to copy the whole things from the student data, but the name should be different. It should be Aditya. Okay. So using the spread operator, we can achieve it. And if we log here,
Okay.
so now we have updated name and the rest, I mean every data here. And second thing, let's suppose const student. So from here, let's suppose I want only name and the everything on a separate variable. So we can do the rest thing here. So if we console log the name, we will get Roshan. But if we console log the rest, we will get the all data here. I mean all the rest data.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is how it works.
Next. So you demonstrated restructuring and rest in single example. That's good. Okay. So is JavaScript single-threaded or multi-threaded?
It is a single threaded language.
So how does it achieve this asynchronous activity of calling web services and all that stuff if it is a single-threaded?
Okay, so basically, as it is a single threaded language, so it works like first in, first out. So, like we have to handle the asynchronous task. We have promise and callback.
Have you heard about event loop in JavaScript?
Yes, I have heard.
Yeah. Can you explain what is event loop? How it works?
Okay, so like event loop works something like moving the task queue, moving the event from the task queue to the call stack. So this process is called event loop.
Okay. Okay. Have you worked with closure concept?
Closure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
what is it?
So let's suppose I have one function parent and another one is child function. So the child function will have access to the parent function's variable. So this is how it works. So for the function currying, you asked function currying. So let's suppose I have a function to curry it, and I'm expecting taking one value from here, and then I will return another function from here. That will be b, and then we can return from here a into b. So if we do console dot log curry like 3 4, yes, so it is working. Maybe on this editor there might be some mistake.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's move on to React then. No. So can you tell me what is React?
Okay, so basically React is used to make this single page application, and it is developed by Facebook, and that is open source. And so mostly it in MVC pattern it is a part of V for the view.
Okay. And what are the other features that are there with React and those are not with Angular or Vue.js?
Okay, so I don't know much differences between it, but like it supports SSR also.
Sorry? Sorry, I
By the
didn't
way,
get that. It supports what?
sorry. By the way, Angular is a complete framework, and ReactJs is just a library.
Oh, yeah. So you haven't mentioned anything about state or props for React. So
Yes, it has.
can you? Yeah.
Could you please repeat your question?
Yeah. So I just wanted to know that you do have knowledge about state and props and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you give me an idea about that?
Okay. So like a state, it is like in using a state we can define predefined, I mean, value. So when component loads, we can render some data on our component using state, and in props, using props we can pass one data from parent to child, I mean one component to other component.
Okay, and you said that props are used for passing data from parents to child.
Yes.
What if I need to pass data from child to parent?
So on that case, we can use callback functionality from the let's suppose I'm writing an example here. So let's suppose I have a user here, and set user, and user state, and let's suppose it had some data. So from parent function, parent component, I mean parent, okay, we can pass this function. Sorry, from the parent we are passing it to the child. This one is parent.
Yeah, but
Okay. So inside the child component, when we call it, so this state will be updated.
Okay. And this is done using hooks. You have used hooks.
Yes, right.
For functional components. How do you do it with the classless component?
So in class-based component, we need to write something this dot state. Actually, for now I'm using only functional-based component and not I mean and not class-based component. But using this, we can set the value for the name. So let's suppose if we set any value, so it will work. It will update our state name value.
Okay. But you must be knowing about all the lifecycle methods and all the stuff that is related with class-based components, isn't it?
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So can you explain what are the lifecycle methods that are
So
there in?
basically, there are three phases in life cycle methods. So so first thing is for the mounting, and second is updating, and third one is for updating. So in class component for the mounting, we write something like this. We use a component did mount, and for the updating we use a component did update component did update, and for the unmounting we use will component unmount. And the same thing we can achieve in functional based component by writing like this. I'm writing the code. UG So if we pass the plain dependency, empty dependency, so it will works like component did mount. And if we pass any variable here, so it will when user gets updated, it works like component did update. And when we have to destroy it, when unmount it, so we just need to write return, and inside it we can pass it, so it will be destroyed when component unmount.
Okay. And what if I pass null as a dependency then?
Null.
Null or undefined? No, not inside the array. Null as a parameter instead of array.
Okay, like here you were telling.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually I'm not sure about it, but if we do not pass anything here, so it will be rendered again and again when anything changes. But I'm not sure about the null and undefined.
Okay. What are the other hooks that are there in React?
So like we have use a state to manage the state, and also we have use reducer, use selector, and there are many things.
You said use selector, last one.
Yes, use selector.
So is it from React or any other library?
From Redux.
Okay. What is Redux?
So Redux is basically used to manage the state. We can make available our state in globally, so that every component will have access to it. We just need to dispatch an action, and that action, if we are making any API call, so inside that action we can implement that functionality. That will so in reducer that will check the type and payload. So according to that, our state will get updated.
Asking, why do you need to use these middlewares to call any asynchronous activity?
Okay. So actually, it helps us to intercept the action, so that we can modify our action. And also, it helps us to look the errors.
Okay. So you mentioned about Saga.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is the basic concept behind Saga? How it works?
Okay, so in Saga, it uses a function generator that uses yield keyword. So one by
Hmm.
one, whatever we put, it will call something like that.
And in thunk,
In Thunk, it directly uses, action. I don't know much difference about the Thunk, but as I have used, it uses directly the action.
okay, let's do one exercise. Okay, I will paste one example in here
Mm-hmm.
in the chat. It's a simple program that you have to write.
Okay.
Um, got it? Yeah. So basically, you have to write a function, a
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript function, to which I will pass any integer number. For example, I have given 5431. It could be a two-digit number or n-digit number. Okay. What
Okay.
your function has to do is it has to add up all the digits that are there in the number. For example, here it has to add up 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1. The sum is 13. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you whatever the sum that you have got, it's two-digit number or greater than 9, not a single-digit number. So oh, if your sum is not single-digit number, then you again have to add up the digits from that sum. Here again you have to add up 1 plus 3. So your output will be 4. So your function has to return this 4 as an output. Understood?
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. Okay, so if there is one value, so that will be our final output, right?
Yeah, yeah. Until and unless you don't have a single digit output, you have to do this, keep on doing this addition.
Mm-hmm. Big function. Mm, and data. So let's suppose I pass in data to it. we have achieved this one to get the 13. Final one. Let final output is equal to if final output is greater than 10 income or else final to in there use and data. Yes, so here it is. We have 4 answer now.
Okay. Take any another random number.
Like suppose 5 4 3 2 1. Could you please tell any number?
4987.
4987. So here it is 10.
So do it manually.
Sorry?
What should be the do it manually? What should be the output?
Null.
49. No. 4987. For 4987. What will be the output? Do it manually, like the one I given you above one. Yeah.
Yes, so like first it will be it will count like 4987. I'm showing you from here. Okay, so it will be 28 first, then 28 2 plus 8, it will be 10.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Roshan, I'm done with